Hey, how's it going?
Yo, what's the word?
Same stuff, different day.
That part. What's up, Miss Lady?
Hello, everybody. How y'all doing today?
All
It's
right.
going to get greater later if you believe the best is yet to come.
Yes,
All the
sir.
time, all with my heart. Well, y'all already know I'm Regina, and I'm a podcaster and a radio host. I'm a jack of all trades. Let me
Oh,
tell you. Okay, so definitely we have a lovely artist here, R&B. Okay, don't mess with us today. This is what we need right here. I can't wait to experience what he got going on. So, can you let us know who you are, what you do, and where you're from?
yo, what up, everybody? I'm from St. Louis. I'm Javon, first of all. A lot of people call me Juju. Um, I'm from St. Louis, Missouri, Walnut Park area. Um, I also come by way of Riverside, California, and also New York, but I was born and raised for the most part here in St. Louis. I am an artist. I am an actor, singer, director, producer, um, like you said, jack of all trades. So I do it all. I learned along the way. I'm an experienced learner. So to me, that's the best way to learn experience. And it's also the hardest way to learn. But that's the road I took.
Hands on.
But last but not least, you already know I got my co-host over here. Can you let everybody know who you is and what you do, and where you from?
This your boy King's Eye. I'm originally from East St. Louis, Illinois. I stay in St. Louis, Missouri. I'm an A&R, actor, podcaster, content creator, and I partner with a clothing brand called Genuine Vibes Only. If you ain't genuine, stay from around me. Back to you, Gina.
There you go.
That part, that part. And I'm from Cincinnati, by the way.
What
I
up,
never tell
Ohio?
I, I never tell nobody where I'm from. but
Ain't nothing wrong with it
I,
because that shows your makeup.
yeah, so definitely that's me. And so can you tell us a little bit about your lovely craft that you have going on?
Yeah. Where you want me to start? What we want to talk about first?
From
With the new
whatever
song
you
that you
want
just
us, yes, whatever you want us to know, tell it.
Yeah. So basically, I mean, we can start from the beginning. In a nutshell, I'm one of them guys that I was a basketball player first. And I used to joke around with the singing growing up. But then people just start like saying, "Yo, you can really sing." But I was such a hooper, I wasn't trying to hear that. So in middle
Mm.
school, I was in the seventh grade, and an eighth grader, a big popular guy, and this was in California. He said, "Man, we got a school talent show coming up." I'm like, "Man, I don't sing. I ain't gonna do all that." He was like, "Man, I got $100. The prize is $100. If you lose, I give you the 100. But I know you're gonna win." So the classroom was like, "Oh, Juju, what you gonna do, Juju?" And I was like, "Hey, bump it. I'm gonna do it." So they had auditions for it. So I'm in seventh grade. I don't know what music meant back then. I just sung whatever sound hot. So I'm at the audition
Right.
and I sung H Town Knocking the Boots. And so the
Oh, well, that
teachers
was
was
my
like,
shit right
body
there.
rocking, knocking the
Oh
boot.
yeah, baby. A
"Hey,
lot
Hey,
of people got pregnant
do
off
me
that
that good
one.
man."
love.
So the
That's
teachers was like, "Julius, you can't sing that. Like, what are you talking about?" And so they made me switch songs. So I ended up singing a Boys to Men song, "Please Don't Go." And so
okay.
when it was time for the talent show, um, I won. And the thing is, I did things that I didn't know I could do, but that still didn't convince me to like, this is what I want to do. I stayed hooping. So when high school came, I was going back and forth from St. Louis to California, just being in trouble, being in the streets. So finally, streets caught up with me by my junior year, and I got locked up. So when I got to jail, like basketball dreams was gone. A lot of dreams I had that I wanted to do, I knew I couldn't do once I caught that case. And so I said, you know what? I'm gonna take this singing serious.
Right.
So I created talent shows at my school, which was Riverview. And so my principal was shocked, like, you get in trouble all the time and you sing? I'm like, yeah. And he did me like they did on Lean on Me, pulled me to the side and said, let me hear something then. And so
Right.
I sung for him on the side of the hallway in building 2. And when he heard me sing,
Mhm.
I sung Tyrese, Sweet Lady. When he heard me sing, he was like, oh, I'm shocked, Brown. I'm shocked. Let me think on it. The next week he came back and said, Brown, get your people together. We're gonna do a talent show. So after that, I won the talent show, won the ones after that. I went all around St. Louis, winning all the talent shows. And then I started opening for everybody. And then my big first opening act was Genuine. And then I actually toured with him and did like 3 shows. He loved what I did. I did his last 3 shows with him. And then I got a record deal right after Nelly got his with Sony Epic Records. And that's when I worked with R. Kelly and a lot of big names after that. And so
Shout
I
out
worked
to
with
Sony.
everybody. Say it again.
Yeah.
I said shout out to Sony.
Yeah. Shout out to Sony. Dave McPherson, he the one signed me. That was back in the 3LW B2K days, you know. And
Yeah.
then I end up working with I was just endorsed with everybody, with Jermaine Dupri, Track Stars, Track Boys, me and A. Marie, L.A. Reid, Def Jam Island, Universal. So like I dipped and dabbed in so many rooms and thought, it was gonna happen. And it just seemed like every time something would happen and close that door. I think I know a little differently now that I'm older, that maybe because that industry is devilish. That industry is like, it's like you got to really give up a lot if you want to make it. And if you actually
Yeah.
pay attention to people when they first make it, and then look at their careers maybe 5 or 10 years later, they're a whole different person. They're a whole different artist. And that's
Yeah.
because they succumbed to what they needed to do to make it. And so
Mhm.
me, I was never that type of guy. I don't kiss ass. I don't mind asking for help. And I don't mind like, hey, can we work together? But other stuff,
Right.
that ain't what I'm gonna do.
That
Uh,
part.
so moving forward, um, I decided I wanted to go into acting. And so I started off doing plays. And each play I auditioned for, I got the leading role. So I was learning, as I went along. And I was like, yo, well, I must gotta, an act for this. And so then I started doing, movies, short films, and then
Mm-hmm.
now we here.
I'm
Okay.
proud of you, man.
Yeah.
Right on, appreciate it.
And
I'm taking
everything you went through was learning lessons and blessings. That's what I say.
yes,
So,
yes, because
uh,
God
go
still
ahead.
blessed me when when
Yeah.
when you do right, when you do what you know you're supposed to do, God's still gonna have your back. And I dabbed into a profession that I never dreamed about, that I never thought I would do, which was barbering. And the only reason I became a barber is because after 10 years in the industry, and because the last tour I was on was Jamie Foxx, and I was supposed to get signed to him, but he kept getting called for movies. So his label, which was Foxhole, which was going to be called Foxhole, it never got off the ground. And so I promised my mother and father, like, I'll try to figure out something else if this don't work. And so, because I was approaching 30. So they thought of it and said, maybe you should do cutting hair. Maybe you should have barber school. I'm like, I can't cut no hair. I ain't gonna do no. And it was a prideful thing on my end because I came from like this level of moguls, millionaires, and being around these type of people touring. And then it's like I had to come back down to like regular life reality. And
Had to
so,
humble yourself a little bit.
man, and it
Yeah.
was a humbling thing. And
Yeah.
I was hoping, even though I never made it as a star, a lot of people knew me and knew like they was waiting, like, I know he finna make it. I know he finna make it. So then it's
You
like
was
when I
showing they
had
book.
right. So when I went to barber school, it was like, I hope don't nobody recognize me. I hope don't nobody know me. Cause now I'm back in St. Louis. I moved back here and it's like I know I had a big name locally. And
Yeah.
so I tried to stay quiet. I tried to stay to myself, but people kept asking, like, "Man, who are you? You somebody? You got to be." And I'm like,
You look
"Man,
so familiar. I gotta know who
Yeah.
that man is. Yeah.
So cats start Googling me. And then they'll come in because back then it was like MySpace and Black Planet and Facebook just came off. So people start Googling me. And I was in that era where I was in a paper all the time. What was them papers called?
The Monitor on
The
the
St.
Illinois.
Louis American. St. Louis
Yeah.
American. So I was in there like every week. You know, they had write-ups on me. And they got pictures. If I went to any club, it's like, oh, Jay Vaughn in the building. So like people start Googling me and like, yo, you sing? I'm like, damn. How you know? Man, I Googled you. And I'm like, nigga. So now, here go the questions. Man, what you in here for? Man, why you ain't trying to make it? Nigga, I tried. That's why I'm in here, nigga. So, and I was hoping y'all ain't recognize me, so I ain't got to answer these questions. So,
yeah.
but then I also got a reality check of I never had a job. I never had a 9-to-5. So I always was around people older than me and more established than me, like by a long shot. So when I got around my peers, though, I saw that things was different. And it's like, I get if people hating over millions of dollars, but I didn't know, like, if cats is broke and barely making it, they hating too. So once I started,
that's crazy.
so like once I started working in a shop, like I worked in one shop before I got my own. And man, it wasn't experienced because it was like they was not liking me because of what they heard I was and what I did. So it was like, because it was a big shop, so people come in like, is that Javar? Oh, girl, he can sing. Dudes would come in, oh, hey, what's up, bro? Don't you be singing? Hey, when you in that play? Oh, girl, you should have saw. So the shop I worked in was like hating, like, yeah, he just a barber now. Well, he ain't this and he ain't. And so like it got so, it's another story, but it got so crazy in there that I worked there for like 2 years and I opened my own shop. And then even with that though, you know, it followed me. It's like people were hating on what I've accomplished in life.
Right.
And so I kept it moving, which brings me to this. If I can play can I play a song for y'all I just did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
let's get it. Let's go.
So this song, I'm working on
you give us the backstory after you play it.
Okay, bet that. Let's do that. This called Dreams, okay? And it's basically asking, do dreams really come true?
Yes,
so
they do. If you keep on dreaming.
Yeah.
You got to manifest. You got to speak things to existence too. You got, the affirmation. You got to just talk to the universe to give it back.
I believe that, but my thing is, I'm coming from a place of what I've done so far, right?
Yeah.
So now I'm coming from, I've done all this and all that. I'm doing it, but I didn't do it to the height that I wanted to. It's still not over, but I'm just speaking it to from then to right now, because tomorrow things can change.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. It's called Dreams. Check it out.
So
I'm rapping on her. What'd you say?
You rapping.
I
said we don't think like that. We don't think like that. We think positive because we know it's gonna happen.
That part. I'm with you. Okay. Here we go.
I like that. You use my word. That part. Okay.
Can y'all hear it? Yo, check. Do dreams really come true? Cause I've been trying for the last few years, and I can't even count the tears. All I know is all the days I tried to persevere. On my knees praying for success, hoping God will finally one day bless me with everything I ever need throughout this wild and crazy crooked industry. See, I've been putting in this work, state to state, plate to plate, trying to make it work. Man, I'm telling y'all the struggle real. Sometimes it makes a nigga wanna pop a pill or two. And I don't even do drugs, but at times I feel like giving up. How many talent shows I had to do? How many stages do I have to prove to you that I can really be a star? I guarantee that I can set the bar high. I swear that I can reach the sky. Lord, please give me one more try. But it's like nobody listens to me. And like my music in the cemetery. I gave my heart trying to reach my dreams. I'm starting to think that it ain't no such thing. Remember the days up in New York, way back like a comet when I had that spark. I was in those rooms with P. Diddy. I swear to God, it was no Diddy. He wanted me to come and make the band. But yo, I had a different plan. See, I knew I was a solo artist. I held my own stand strong. I had to keep it pushing. I had a meeting at LaFace Records. On the same day, they were straight up packing. Then I copped the deal with Sony Epic. They McPherson, what the fuck happened? Can't forget about Electric Records. Sing along, man, I swear to God, she's so electric. Tina Davis up at Universal. Kevin Law, yeah, I know, man, that shit was personal. Heard through the vine while you passed on me. Niggas from my own city hating on me. J Records, Clive Davis, man. T-Love, why you do that, man? Making phone calls up in the actions. I was just a kid, man, I ain't laughing. I did some songs with your boy Kels. They never got released, another epic fail. I thought I made it, man, with Swiss Beats. In the studio, thinking everything was sweet. And then I got a call, blew up my spot. Swiss called and said, man, full service got dropped. I'm sick and tired of the agony. I feel like that my mind playing tricks on me. Got in the office next to Steve South and Foxy Brown, brother. Yeah, that shit didn't work out. Ed Woods was supposed to be my lawyer. But he was frontin', niggas ain't loyal. Rest in peace, track boys, track stars, chingy. Man, you know you niggas straight up stingy. You cats didn't even wanna spread the wealth. Selfish ass niggas kept it to yourself. And do I really need to speak on Nelly? I keep it to myself, I think that y'all feel me. My last deal was with A. Marie, Rich Harrison and Daryl, yo, we had a dream. But somehow y'all went out and played me. And gave my damn song, man, the destiny. And Soldier was a big hit. All you niggas millionaires, man, you ain't shit. I'm sick and tired of not getting my chance. I'm starting to feel like Jordan, it's my last dance. So if you see me, know I pay my dues. Been putting on for my city with everything to do. Do dreams come true?
Wow.
Y'all
Wow.
heard it first from your boy J.
Wow. 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 That's
That's
crazy.
powerful.
If y'all listening to his lyrics or what he just said, that's crazy. It's scary to get to the top these days now because you
Yeah.
don't know what's going on. I just rather be comfortable. You feel me? I ain't even trying to get to that. It's too much you got to
Quit preaching like
sacrifice
I'm
in
broke.
life to get where you trying to go for no reason. You feel me? Like that's crazy though. That's real crazy. That's
And that's
crazy.
and that's where I'm at with it. Like I said, God has really truly blessed me because I'm living a life I thought I could never live um, beyond music. I thought the only way I could have a life is through music, you know. And so I with the labels money, yeah, I had loss. I had nice cars. The label was paying it. That was advances, you know. I traveled the world, but that was the label money. So I always felt like if I don't make it as a singer, how am I going to do this? Because I caught a case at a young age. But what God showed me, like, man, listen, I got you, because you didn't sell your soul.
Right.
You didn't fail me. I know you wanted this, but I got you. So
Mhm.
now it's like He has blessed me beyond my belief in just
Mm-hmm.
regular life.
All
You
he
know what I'm
wanted
saying?
you to do
So
was lean and depend on him.
Right.
yes, yes. So now I can still do my music. I can still do movies. I can tell my story, but I'm also doing it in a comfortable place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
A lot of
And you
people,
ain't got to accept nothing from nobody else either.
yeah, because I've been around. See, it was Nelly, then it was me. I was before Pretty Willie. I was before Chingy. I was before Jaquan, all of them. So I've seen like the start. And so I've also seen people who was just like me, who thought they were going to make it, who were chasing their dreams. and they doing
Yeah.
bad because they held on to that one thing. Some is on drugs, some is out of their mind, some just in a terrible place to where it's like they thought like I thought, it's music or bust or nothing. They didn't keep going. And the number one thing when you're in that situation is to get out of your ego and to get out of your
Yep.
pride. And
Mm-hmm.
that's what, if I would have never got out of my ego, if I would have never got out of my pride, I would have never got the blessings I got now.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's true.
it's another rapper here. I ain't gonna say his name, but it's another rapper here who got a big name in St. Louis. I kept telling him, I said, bro, listen, get out your ego and get a job. I said, because if you don't, you're gonna find yourself consumed and trying to make it. And us being St. Louis people, and if you're not ready to leave and get out of St. Louis, it's not going to happen. It's
You
just
better
not.
say it.
And so after a couple more years, he finally came to me and said, man, I'm gonna go and find a job. I said, yes, find a job. And now when he found a job, he's doing better. He's living a life he never thought. But I had to like talk to him, and it's a lot of people that, because they know like I'm a day one in this entertainment industry in St. Louis. So I try to, people I know that's been trying for a long time that didn't make it, I don't never want to tell them they're not gonna make it. But what I want to tell them is, just in case, do this, man, because you're gonna consume yourself and you're gonna be hurt. And that road is not a good road to stay in. Yeah.
I'm with you when you're right.
Yeah. Yeah. So the industry done a lot to me, man. I know y'all heard the part about the Destiny Child. You know, they stole my song Soldier. I ain't get paid for it. I ain't get no credit for it. Joe stole one of my songs and put it on his Best of Joe album, which was back in 08. So the industry, yeah, they'll do that to you. Yeah, I don't know what just happened.
I'm
Y'all
sorry
still
that
there?
happened. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, that's that with that, man. And now
Yeah, I'm
doing
still
movies.
here. I'm still here.
Okay. So now I'm doing movies. I'm doing music for the movies, for the soundtrack. So I'm killing two birds with one stone. I'm doing both my loves, acting and singing. You
You
know,
that
so
man out here. I'm trying to be like you.
man, we working towards it, man. The opportunities are coming, and they're gonna keep coming. 2026 gonna be a good year. Believe that.
What first got you into music?
I ain't gonna lie. The girls, man, like the girls, like when I saw they like that singing, I'm in their ear in class, just playing singing. But like I said, I never thought that the singing was going to be it, because basketball was my first love. You know what I'm saying? But once I saw like the girls really, and then like I'm from that era where it was like the boy bands, like in the 90s. So for some strange reason, every boy band that came out, I look like them, I guess. So I use that to my advantage. I sing their songs. If it was Jodeci, I'm singing they. If it was 112, High Five, if it was whoever, I'm singing that shit. Just making it happen. And then like Usher and all them start coming out. And then it was like, bam, I'm start doing their stuff. So Drew Hill, Cisco, I'm just from the era, that pure good R&B era.
Yeah, that was my era too. 90s.
Yeah, yeah.
Can't go wrong with a good 90s song.
Nah,
You
dog,
know,
not
you
at all.
can. I still listen to it to this day. I listen to Jagged Edge. I listen to everybody.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
all of them. It's still popping right now. We still making love off that music. You feel me?
You gotta
Some
do
people
it.
just don't want to listen to rap and hip hop all the time and all that stuff. You want to listen to some jazz. You want to listen to some R&B. You want to listen to some ground up stuff sometimes.
yeah,
Something that makes sense. And you gotta make a story out of whatever you're talking about. You just don't
yeah.
want to be listening to no jibber jabber.
That's why when people hear my music, let's say somebody hear my music that don't know my story, they be like, man,
Yeah.
why you ain't put this on? Why you ain't now? You sound like you've been doing this. It's like, because I have. And I worked with some of the best. Like a song you got of mine right now called Slow Dance, if you want to play it, like you will hear the influence behind it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like you'll hear that R. Kelly influence, you'll hear that 90s influence, but today.
Well,
Yeah.
I like it.
What is
I
your
definitely.
creative process like when you're writing?
So first I used to write. I used to write it down. And my writing process was just talk. So one of the first songs I ever wrote outside of doing, because I didn't start writing songs until maybe once I graduated high school. During high school, I just was singing other people's songs. So now it's like I need to become an artist. I need to stop mimicking other artists.
Mhm.
So one of
Yeah.
the
Right.
first songs, yeah. So one of the first songs I wrote was called On My Way. And so I basically just talked it. So it was about I met a girl, she was walking with her cousin, and I got on and I just sang it. So it was like, so like back in the day when we just met, you was walking with your cousin. It's something I'll never forget. The both of y'all was looking hella fine. And I had to make up my mind which one was gonna be mine. And so I talked it and then I sung it. Back in the days when we both just met, working with your cousin, something I can't forget, yeah. Them both of you looking hella fine. I had to make up my mind, decide which one was gonna be mine. So that
Yeah,
was
yeah,
the
yeah,
first,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, that was the first creative process. Just talk it and then put a melody to it. So then
Mhm.
You killed
I
that.
was signed. What'd you say?
I said, yeah, you killed that.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
right. So when me and A Marie was signed together with Rise, I heard that Timbaland was doing an interview, and I heard Timbaland say that Justin Timberlake wasn't writing nothing down. So I always watched what was going on, and I said, if I want to be as good, I better watch the competition. So I was like, man, look, if Justin Timberlake white ass ain't writing nothing down, I ain't finna write nothing down. And
That
so
part.
I so I challenged myself in the studio, and it was hard. It ain't easy, but I challenged
Right.
myself. So I went to the studio and I just started playing the beat. I said, no pen, no paper, and I just play a beat. And I'm like, dude, just go off the dome, just go off the dome. And then
Mhm.
I heard the beat, and I just thought this vibe. Girl, come over here and let's pretend that no one's here. And all the lights are low and we're just here. So girl, relax yourself and have no fear. And I'm like, oh yeah, and I just like cut and paste throughout, and I just add on from there.
Yeah,
And
make a
so
song out of that right there. Make a song out of that
yeah, and then I just
right
add the
there.
harmony, and that's when I noticed like, dude, I'm really a one man army. Meaning, if I get a track, not only can I write my own song, I can add the layers. And since I'm from that era of Boys to Men and harmonies, I already had the ear for how I want my harmonies to go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so now I can create a whole song when it sounds like it's a group, but it's just me. So now I don't never write nothing down. Now it's like I go in the studio, get a beat, and I freestyle. And
Because can't
whatever I write,
nobody steal it. Can't nobody steal it because it's already you already got it's yours. It's yours because you only want to know how to sing it, how it's supposed to go anyway. All the good stuff. So
yes,
yeah, I get that part. That's very smart too as well.
yes, yes,
Can't nobody
yeah,
copy nothing that you got going on.
yeah, yeah.
Where do you
That
draw
part.
your inspiration from?
Everything, everything is an inspiration. So like, if you go on YouTube, I got a song called "Marry Me," and I did it a little different. The hook says, "I'm sitting here thinking what our lives would be." The main part is me saying, "I'm sitting here thinking about it, what our lives would be if I got on
Hmm.
one knee and asked you to marry me." So it wasn't that I'm saying I want you to marry me, but I'm pretty sure everybody. I've been with a girl a time or two and said, "Man, I just wonder what it'd be like if I married her." So that was the
Mhm.
inspiration behind that. Like, I'm gonna write a song thinking about if I wanted to marry somebody. Um,
Mm.
so my inspiration just it goes with like the song "Slow Dance" y'all got. People don't slow dance no more in the club. So it's like I'm saying, bring back the slow dance. So my
Mm-hmm.
inspiration is, if it's love in the club, I think it'd be less fight in the club. So
Mm.
if people drew their attention more so on love, drew their attention more so on getting back on the girls instead of all the dudes come hang out, stir, hate, um, waiting for somebody to bump them to get drunk and fight.
That
Instead, let's
part.
get back. And, the girls only dancing with the girls because they twerk on each other now instead of the dudes. And
I
so,
mean, yeah, you're right.
so
You're right.
if we get back to the love, dude, holler
Yeah.
at the two. They play 3-4 slow songs in a row and getting the love. Now, hell, the killers might walk out with somebody with a chick. Now somebody will live to see another day. Cause he done slow dance on something nice and he up. He don't want to kill nobody no more. Hey, look, man, give me something about
Hey,
I
y'all,
see
we
dude
gonna
in the
have to
street
wait till
somewhere.
next week, y'all. We gonna
That
resolve this
was
later. But right
crazy.
now, I'm on the thick, cute shorty over here.
There you go. Yeah, that's what's up right there. Yeah, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so we're gonna get off into this first track.
Okay.
I just wanna slow things.
Let's get it. Let's go.
CJ knows.
Bring back the slow days, slow, slow. Bring back the slow days, slow, slow. Bring back the slow days, slow, slow. I wanna slow days with you.
I can't
Bring
hear
back
it,
the
y'all
slow
playing.
days, slow,
I can't.
bring back the slow days, slow, slow. Bring back
You can't hear it.
I hear you.
the slow days, slow, slow. Slow days with you. I'm feeling kinda freaky.
King or Regina?
Regina.
Yeah, I can't hear nothing. You can hear it, King?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I
You
can't.
might have to leave and come back.
How I do that?
Hit
Go out
the
and come back on the same link you came back on.
DJ, slow it up for me. And girl, you're looking kinda pretty. Come and have this dance with me. Baby, I'm feeling your vibe, your whole style, smile. Can't wait no more, I want you right now. Pumping and grinding to the ground. It's going down tonight. Bring back the slow days. Oh, bring back the slow days. I wanna dance with you. Bring back the slow days. Slow, slow, slow dance with you. Sexy ladies. Oh, bring back the slow days.
Y'all hear me?
Oh, bring back the slow days. Slow dance with you.
Can you hear it now?
Mm-mm.
play it, Gina.
Talk to me
I've been waiting all
That's weird. I can
day.
hear you.
all
I can't
day.
hear the song.
You to ask me to come play.
I'm right here.
Think you are the one for me.
Yeah.
Here is where you wanna be.
So baby, feel my nature rise as we move side to side. Bustin' that ass all on me tight.
Cause I can hear y'all talk. I just
Hit the button at the bottom that said leave the studio. You got the square with the arrow facing.
okay.
Okay. Bring back
You
the
got the
old
slow
days.
slow, slow. Hey, now we started right on beat.
Yes, I love it. Yes, bring
Crank that
back.
we think alike. Frick and frack.
Yes, you already know. Fuck it.
What our comments looking like over there?
Well, I don't have my computer, so it's private right now.
Bring back the slow dance, slow, slow. Bring back the slow dance, slow, slow. All right, let's try it
Hey,
again. Hit it, Gina.
okay.
As I rub on your thighs, twerk, twerk, twerk it out. Girl, we gon' work it out. Bend to that back, touching them toes. That's how the story goes. Bring back the slow days. Hey DJ, bring back the slow days. Let the record play. All of my ladies, want you to come home with me. And baby, you and me. Your body's calling me. I'm coming to set you free. Your body's calling me.
That gave me a R. Kelly vibe a little bit.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I
Thank
love it. I love it.
thank
That just it just makes you want to just caress yourself.
Yeah, that's the Rob, that's the first big name artist I worked with. I was with Dude for about 3 months. He did my artist development. Him and his group. He had a group called Talent. And y'all remember that Tupac song, That's Just the Way It Is?
Yeah.
Change.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
love
so
that
that
song too.
yeah, the guys that sung in that group, that was R. Kelly's group. Their name was Talent. And
Okay.
what's crazy is like I've been around so much in this industry, like like I'm like an archive, right? Because like I'm like the most known unknown guy in the industry, right? So the group, his group never came out. And so
Mm.
the reason they didn't come out because one of the guys did an interview and he said he think he's a better writer than R. Kelly. And so when R. Kelly got wind of that, he shelved them. And so what ended up happening was one of the group leaders called me because they wanted me to do a show with them for New Year's Eve. So they picked me up from the airport and they get a call and said, "Hey, our video on Midnight Love." So we rushed to the crib. We caught the tail end of the video because Kelson already gave it out to get ready to be released before he took it back off.
Mm.
And so dude said, "Hey, Juju, if R. Kelly," now he said, "if Rob don't release us, I'm gonna release this." And I said, "What's this?" And he put in a VCR tape, and it was the sex tape. And
Wow.
when I saw it, I said,
Wow.
"Nigga, how you get this?" He said, "Nigga, don't worry about it. I got it though, nigga. And if he don't release us, the world's gonna get this." And so I said, "Ain't that old girl that was in the studio?" "Yeah, nigga,
Right.
she's 16. I'm like, "She's 16? For real?" Nigga, he'll fast forward. Nigga,
Right.
16. And the part that really got me, because them girls looked grown back then. I saw a couple of them in the studio, but the one that got
Yeah.
me was Sparkle. And like that one that was she was like 13, 14. And when I saw that, I said, "Yo, that's what's her face? Ain't that her bitch? She in a little sick." And so that's who put I remember coming home to St. Louis saying, "Hey nigga, I saw R. Kelly sex tape. He's fucking a bunch of little girls." And they was like, "Nigga, you lying." I said, "No, nigga. The nigga said if Kels don't put him out." So like a year or two later, when the sex tape finally came out and started getting out there and surfacing, everybody started calling me, "Nigga, you was right. You said that." I said, "I
Duh.
know."
I warned you before destruction happened.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I was around for the beginning of that. Like I saw it before the world saw it. And I thought the nigga
Mm.
was bluffing, but Rob never released him. So since he didn't release him to get another deal, they put the tape out. Yeah.
I'm gonna show you better not to tell you.
And what did they get from that?
Well, at that time, I just think they wanted revenge. Like, some people would be petty. You ain't got to get no money. But here's what I heard. So I watched the Surviving R. Kelly stuff when it came out. So since I was around that time, I wanted to put pieces together myself since I was around. And so I'm listening to some of the girls. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. I was around that time. And then one thing that caught me, one girl looked familiar. She was in her 30s now. And I said, I think that was the one on the tape that I saw in the studio. But she was older because it's like 15 years later. And so
Right.
she said something that made sense. She said one time she was locked in the studio because Rob had a warehouse type studio with a bunch of rooms, and he would have girls in different rooms. At the time, I didn't know they was captive, and I ain't gonna even
Right.
I'm still not gonna say they was captive, but I know they were in different rooms. But I've been around so many celebrities, girls hang out in the studio. That's normal.
Right.
So
Yeah.
this particular girl said, Rod, she used the word captive, kept her locked in one of the rooms, and she said she stole a couple of some VCR tapes that was in boxes in that room. She said she never looked at them, but she got cool with one of the guys in the group, which was his group.
Yeah.
And he gave those tapes to him because she had nowhere to put them to steal it. And so
Right.
she would not, without knowing what's on the tape, she gave it to one of the group members, and that's how he ended up getting it. And I called the nigga. I hit the nigga up on Facebook. I said, nigga, that's how you got that tape. Nigga, I just watched Surviving on Kelly, nigga. But he just started laughing. But that's how he
Hey,
got it. That's how he got it. I sure was wondering, like, how he get this? But
yeah.
the girl said she stole the tapes, gave it to one of his group members, and then when he went home and saw it, it was like, oh wow, this sex tape. Yeah.
You be like, I got you now.
Right.
Yeah. But I did hear that he did get some money out of it, talking to one of Rob's lawyers. They sat with him, met with him, gave him the bread, but it was too late. The tape was already out. So he'd already surfaced.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
So
crazy
yeah.
work.
That's a lot to be around, though. So you was around for all. You was around for all that entertainment and action and all that crazy stuff that was going on.
Yeah.
Like, how does it feel not to be in that position anymore?
Like I say, God has blessed me. You know, I was even in a position where my manager at the time, she took me to this office because I've been in every office. I've met everybody. And some of the deals I didn't do because it didn't feel right. So one particular office, I'm in New York. I'm probably like on the 45th floor. All them buildings are high rises out there. So it's nighttime, maybe 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. So she said, this guy want to meet you. He's the head of Violator. Oh, he manages Busta Rhymes and Q-Tip and the LL Cool J and this guy right here. And I was like, okay. She's like, Juju, this is going to be it. He loves your demo. So, you know, back then I went by Juju before I switched it to my middle name, Javar. And so I get to his office. It's this short, dark-skinned guy. And I sung for him. I performed for him. He sat there. He said, I want to do it right now. I want to sign you right now. And I'm kind of looking at him, and my vibe was off with him. So I text my manager, and I hit her knee, and she looked at her phone. I said, hey, can we step outside? And so she was like, hey, can we step outside for a minute? He was like, sure, go ahead. I'll give y'all a few minutes. And so I said, hey, Janelle, I ain't feeling this dude. It's something not right about him. She said, Juju, this is it. Like, he's the man. Like, Juju, do you know? I said, I feel you, but it's something off about him.
Right.
Man, we passed on the deal. He said that he's only going to offer that deal tonight and to sign with him tonight. So I didn't do the deal. So she was a little upset about it. I get it. But my heart, my mind, my spirit, it wasn't in it. So a couple years later, I'm watching MTV News. And it said, breaking news. New York. Huh? What'd you say?
I'm just laughing because I'm just waiting for it to come out. Go ahead.
It said breaking news. NYPD has arrested Jimmy Henchman, who spearheaded the assassination against Tupac when he got shot 5 times. So the first time Tupac got shot at the studio, leaving out with Biggie and Puff, The dude I went to
Wow.
go see, he the one orchestrated it,
Oh wow.
and he been locked up ever since. Yeah, his name Jimmy Henchman. You can look him up. That's the guy that wanted to sign me. That's what I had bad vibes about. He the one tried to get Tupac killed the first time with them 5 shots. He sent the hit
Wow.
out.
Crazy word.
Yeah.
So that's how I know, like, God be
God was
watching
steady
those.
putting you through tests, and you kept passing them, passing them, passing them.
Yeah.
Now I need
Yeah.
you to
And
come
I
out
was,
with a book too.
yeah. I mean, I wasn't gullible. I wasn't a yes man. You
Yeah,
know, if it felt right, I did it. But if it didn't feel right, I didn't do
Yeah.
my
it. You
boy.
know? Yeah.
God
Talk about
has
that
been
new
with
track with Miss Robbie that you got, the Sweetie Pies.
Say it again.
Talk about this new track with Miss Robbie you got that's with Sweetie Pies.
Oh man, that was an honor, man. That's definitely a check mark in my life, man. Because I've been around some greats. It's this guy. Oh, it's this guy. He's up there with Miss Robbie. So before I said something about Miss Robbie, I had a showcase, and
Mm-hmm.
I was at this 5-star hotel in New York. So when I went to the lobby, I saw this bum looking guy, and I said to myself, why does this lavish hotel got this homeless man sitting down in the lobby? So that was kind of weird to me. And Daryl came, who label I was production company I was signed to. He said, "Yo, Juju, it's somebody I want you to meet." I said, "Okay." And he walks me over to the homeless looking guy, and I'm like, "Who the fuck is this?" And so he said, "This is the Godfather. He's the man." I said, "Huh? This homeless looking?" And so I shook his hand. Dude didn't say a word. He was an old man, and he just looked at me like, didn't talk, just didn't smile. So we gets in the limo. We goes to the label, and we goes to L.A. Reid office in Island Def Jam. When we walked in that office, everybody grabbed his hand and kissed it. Oh, Godfather. Took his ring. And I'm like, who is this nigga? Right?
Right.
I said, I know L.A. Reid ain't finna do it because it's L.A. Reid.
right.
L.A. Reid see this nigga, hugs him, takes his hand, got on his knees and kissed his ring. I said, who is this nigga? So I heard who he was then. But later on, as I got older in life, I saw the Netflix story of him. And he was called The Godfather. And I was so young then, I didn't know what was around me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know
Right.
the history of it. I'm new. They had
Right.
a whole, you could look him up. His name is The Godfather Clarence Avant. The nigga was
Okay.
bigger than Quincy Jones. He was Quincy Jones' mentor. Clive Davis mentor. Like this nigga, and I met him and he represented me at one point in my life. Like, that's huge.
Look at
Yeah.
God.
So when I got the call about Miss Robbie, I know Miss Robbie history, especially when it got something to do with St. Louis.
Yeah.
And so I'm looking like, man, I will be honored to work with Miss Robbie. And so now when I initially heard the song, I was like, well, hold on now. She ain't talking about doing that with me. But then when I
Yeah,
got
she's talking about doing that with you.
Yes, she was.
but
You gotta wait to check out the
Don't
video,
get me
Gina. You
wrong.
gotta go through his page.
yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I got confused at first. But when Craig told me the treatment and I was the throwback boyfriend, I was like, okay, I'm the throwback and I'm gonna have a throwback young Miss Robbie. Okay. So yeah, so for me to be part of something so legendary, for this to be her like first time recording in years and putting something out, that's historical. And I'm part of that now. And so, that was such an honor and such a beautiful thing to be a part of her, because Miss Robbie 85. She's a jewel. She's a jewel. She's
Yeah,
a treasure
after
jewel.
all
But
she been through.
You know what I'm
Come
saying?
out with a song. I'm proud of her.
Yes, yes. And she still sound good. She's still beautiful. We don't know
Mm-hmm.
how long. We don't know how long we're gonna have her.
Right.
But for me to be part of her legacy before whenever she leaves, hopefully she live to be 110. But
Right.
for me to be part of her legacy while she's still here, like that's big for me. That's definitely a check mark in my life.
Yeah, you also
Amazing.
was a part of something else big, the Mike Brown.
Mike Brown. What you mean? You talking about Mike Brown that got killed?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, nah. I wasn't part of that. I was just in awe and state of awe. Man, his pops cool and all that. But as far as the whole Mike Brown situation, I was just like everybody else, shocked. It's messed up, it's terrible. Um, so that pretty much was that. But I didn't get like in the forefront of that. It was enough people out there for that. They made their mark, but sadly, with certain situations, it don't matter what you do. The government gonna have their back. You know, the government, if they want to win, they gonna win. And if they
Yeah,
want to throw us a bone, they'll throw us a bone. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but I
That's right.
wasn't like on the forefront or nothing like that with the whole Mike Brown situation. That's all his pops, his mama, the activists that put their lives on the line for that. But yeah, definitely a messed up situation though.
let's get
And
off into this
it's
second track.
amazing. Yeah, it's an amazing experience to go through to tell everybody about that. So, what would you give the artists out there not to do in this industry, or
Don't
not what to look for? Like,
don't put your eggs. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. You know, I've heard so many people, and by me, I used to do it. That's why I know what not to do. So I will stop. I will have people stop telling people, all because you had a conversation with someone, you made it.
Mm-hmm.
mm,
All because you heard your song on the radio, you made it. Because you're gonna hurt yourself more. When you make it is when you tell people you made it. And I
mm,
think that's the number one thing that hurts people because I've seen Facebook posts. Yeah. So for everybody that was with me, I know who you are and I got you. But y'all who was against me, fuck you. And I be sitting back like, nigga, you ain't did nothing. Who you saying
right.
that to? Also, wait. So since you opened up for Jacquees, you think you made it?
Right,
Since you took a picture with Master P, you made it? So since you put a video out and you did a interview with 100.3 to beat, you made it. So now
right,
you quick to shit on all these people because you think you finna made it because something good happened in your life. No,
right.
stay humble, stay true to the game, keep
Yep.
striving to make it. And when you
Mm-hmm.
actually make it, then talk your shit. Because
That's
if you don't make it, you got to face all these people you was just talking about.
right. All over again.
That part.
So
All over.
I used to directly tell people that, but people thought I was hating. So I stopped. I just let them find it on their own. And I sit back like, try to tell you. And I told you one on one because I don't want you looking stupid. You know what I'm saying? Because people gonna be like, what happened, nigga? I thought you said you made it. What happened to the record deal, nigga?
So, what's good? What's the good thing you would tell them?
The good thing is you have outlets now more than what when I started that we had. See, back in my day, we had to go to the labels. We had to go to New York, go to Atlanta, go to Cali. You had to spend that bread. Videos, they wasn't $100 or free on your cell phone. It was 30, 40 grand for a video, 100 grand for a video. So what they got good now is they can create content, especially if you're of this era. If you're born into this social media era, then you're born to know how to use this. And so, so I would say continue making videos, content, music, and as you go, hopefully, because it's all a luck of the draw. It's all like winning the lottery. Let's just be 100. You know what I'm saying? Like to make it in this industry, and I don't care what era you're in. If it's my era, you got to deal with politics.
Yeah.
If they don't know you, I don't care how good you are, you're not gonna get on.
Right.
You can be terrible, but if your politics right, you'll get on. So I look at some people and be like, how this nigga that can't sing, can't rap, how? I find out who his cousin is, who his uncle is. Who his mama is.
Right.
In this era, I don't care how much content you do. It's good to do it, but if you still don't have the right person, like unless you overnight got 5, 10, 15 million views, that's the only way somebody gonna really come for you. But if your content still ain't represented by the right person, it's still not gonna happen. But you still can impress your peers, your family, your friends, your school. You still can impress them. Because think about it. Look how many people put out good records in St. Louis. And the only one that really blew up after all of this is like Sexy Red. But you got like 10,000 more people in St. Louis that's been trying. But Sexy Red was doing something what nobody else was doing. She was unapologetic. She was today's Lil' Kim. And whether you liked her or not, they paid attention. You see what I'm saying?
That boy.
So
definitely, I want to get into your next song that you have going on here as well.
Mm-hmm.
And you can give us a background on that. And
So,
it's called Pam.
Yeah, it's called Take You Down, but I sent y'all the Pound Town version. So I wrote this because when I initially heard the song, I was like, I get what she doing. And it's a lot of people that's hating on her. And my thing is, especially with St. Louis people, you gotta do what you gotta do. And she didn't mind doing what Lil' Kim did. Because if that's who you are, then do it. I'm not gonna sit up here and say she sold her soul, because you're only selling your soul if you're doing something you don't want to do.
Right.
Do that make sense?
Yeah.
So like, if you ain't out here, if you're not a hoe and you go be a hoe just to get a deal, you sold your soul. But if you already a hoe and you still go be a hoe, you didn't sell your soul. You just doing what you always do. So that being said, I said, what if I took her song and get the people that don't like her to like her? And maybe possibly it can do something, and she gets on there and she raps on here, but I turn her song into an R&B song and make it actually sound good. So that's how I came up with that. Y'all be the judge.
All right, let's get it. Let's go.
All right.
Let's get it. Let's go.
Yeah. Oh, I'm about to take your soul, kissing you from head to toe. Girl, riding like a rodeo. Yeah. I'm about to take you down. Relax, baby, take it slow. Now, baby, gon' bend it over, from the headboards to the floor. Yeah, I'm about to take you down to Pound Town, to Pound Town. Here we go. To Pound Town, to Pound Town. There we go. To Pound Town, to Pound Town, to Pound Town. I'm about to take you down, down. To Pound Town, to Pound Town. Here we go. To Pound Town, to Pound Town. And there we go. To Pound Town, to Pound Town. I'm about to take you down, down. Baby, kiss your lips. Sucking on my fingertips. I love it when you switch them hips. Yeah. I'm about to take you down. Now go and make that body dip. I think it's time that we switch. Cause you know I like to lick your leg. Go girl. Oh. Here we go. There we go. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Here we go. And there we go. Oh, I'm from the show me state, it's gonna be great. And if you from the shy, baby, don't be shy. And if you from LA, baby, let's get laid. Oh, you from the MIC, let's go get lit. And if you from the MIA, let's make it wet. And if you from the ATL, you know the rest. Girl, I'm the best. What's up, Texas? Oh, Pound Town, to Pound Town, my town, my to Pound Town, yeah.
That track go hard. You turned up every which way but loose.
Yeah.
I like that. We most definitely got to collab.
Yes, sir. Don't get it.
So shout out your social media so they know where to find you at.
Yo, check me out. Facebook, Julius Javar Brown. And on Instagram, Javar the Don. TikTok, Javar the Don 1. And that's it.
Shout out to Regina for the
Where Regina go? Where she go? There she go. Shout out Regina.
Shout out to our fans that's watching. Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. Make sure y'all go download the music. Y'all heard it here first from your boy J-Boy.
All right, well.
Hey, thanks for having me, y'all. I appreciate it. That's love right there. You heard me?
You're so welcome, and you are amazing. Keep on doing what you're doing. I'm proud of you. And definitely, you gave a lot of artists some knowledge about what not and what to do out here in this industry. So,
Yes.
and I appreciate you so much for giving us this opportunity to interview you. You know, definitely, it's amazing. So it's hard to come across you guys, so definitely, it's a blessing.
Oh,
And
yeah.
just keep us in mind, definitely, because your music will be getting played. Okay.
That's what I'm talking about. Appreciate you.
Thank you
Much
for
love.
taking the opportunity to accept the invitation to come kick it with us.
Oh, man, it's all good. Anytime, man. Anytime.
And y'all already know, be you, be true, be positive. I'm not telling you not to have a voice, just know when to use it. Not everything in life deserves a response. You're more than enough. Hashtag stay muted. And we out. Peace.
CJ knows.
Bring back the slow days, slow. Bring back the slow days, slow. Bring back the slow days, slow. Slow days with you. Bring back the slow days, slow. Bring back the slow days, slow. Bring back the slow days, slow days with you. I'm feeling kinda freaky. DJ, slow it up for me. And girl, you're looking kinda pretty. Come and have this dance with me. Baby, I'm feeling your vibe, your whole style, smile. Can't wait no more, I want you right now. Pumping and grinding to the ground. It's going down tonight. Bring back the slow days. Oh, bring back the slow days. I wanna dance with you. Bring back the slow days. Slow dance with you. Sexy lady. Oh, bring back the all day.
You done asked me to come play.
I'm right here.
Think you are the one for me.
Yeah.
Here is where you ought to be.
So baby, feel my nature rise as we move side to side. Bossing that ass all on me tight as I rub on your thighs. Twerk, twerk, twerk it out. Girl, we gon' work it out. Bend that back, touching them toes. That's how the story goes. Back to slow days. Hey DJ, the slow days. Let the record play. Where all of my ladies want you to come home with me. And baby, you and me. Your body's calling me. I'm coming to set you free.